Hey guys, welcome back. Paphiopedilum hennisianum. Really quick history on the plant. Collected by a German orchid collector, Wilhelm Hennis. Still to this day, a family Hennis orchidean here in Germany. They sell orchids. You can buy plants from them online. This is not a paid advertisement in any way. Just saying. It was originally registered at the RHS in 1977. The thing about Paphiopedilums in semi-hydroponics, and so if you're not familiar with the growing method, semi-hydroponics just means it's not complete water culture, and hydroponics kind of like a modified thing. It has a little bit of water and it relies on the wicking of the media, like it draws water up from a reservoir in the bottom of the pot. So that's just a very brief tutorial on semi-hydroponics. Sorry, I was digging in the garden. I didn't clean my nails. Yeah, semi-hydroponics, that's an easy growing method that we found most of the in fact, all of the Paphiopedilums that we've put into semi-hydroponics have done very well. They've just rebounded very quickly, regardless of when we've placed them into semi-hydroponics. The general knowledge is you want to repot when you see new roots growing, which it helps to grow in clear pots. For our semi-hydroponics, we grow in 1 liter soda bottles that I just drill holes into. In the case of this particular plant, I drilled 2 holes. There's plenty of air exchange in the root zone, and still you keep the reservoir full. This part of the bottom you keep full. Oh man, the salt line. Sorry. Yeah, we get a little bit of salt buildup. That water draws up in through the media and feeds the roots, and Paphiopedilums, for us, in our conditions, have done really well in semi-hydroponics. We're at like I think 80 to 90% success rate with transferring Paphiopedilums into semi-hydroponics. So we haven't lost very many. So now quickly into the plant. This particular Paphiopedilum has very nice foliage. Paphiopedilum hennisianum. So it has very nice mottled foliage. There's a lot of leaf modeling in Paphiopedilums, which is nice. They're a great beginner orchid, and they are the slipper orchid. If you're new to orchids, a little story for me growing up in Michigan, we have like a slipper orchid that is kind of like rare and endangered, and you can't collect it. And you know, growing up in Boy Scouts, we learned about this, and I saw it like once, maybe twice, growing up and hiking through the woods in Michigan and the Midwest of the U.S. Slipper orchids were always kind of something that I was like, oh, that's so, they're very unique and rare. And then to find out that they're orchids that you can grow in your apartment, I kind of was like, oh my God, I want to get a bunch of slipper orchids. These are related if you are from Michigan, you know, probably if you're into orchids, maybe not, but they are related to the lady slippers that we have there, the little pink ones. They're very small and cute. This particular orchid, slipper orchid, or Paphiopedilum. It is a dainty orchid, and what is specific to this species, what makes this one unique, is that the petals on these like sweep back, and on a lot of them they're more dramatically swooped. I don't know. They have more of a curl backwards on these petals. And I wish this one was a little more, but it is elegant, and the hood is a little bit small, so I don't know if that's because of like our conditions or just this particular plant and the genetics. However, you know, I do love on this flower the really nice change in color. When it first bloomed, it was a lot more purple at the top of the pouch. As it's aged, it's been open for about a week and a half now, and so as it's gotten, you know, a little bit older, that has faded and the green has taken over more, but it has really nice veination in the pouch veins that show up, and the nice black spots on the edge of the petals. I will say that on Paphiopedilums, the main color profile to me as a novice seems to be like purple and green and white. As evidenced by, please check back in, for the Paphiopedilum colossum, similar in growth that it has mottled foliage, although this one is more mottled, and you know, the green and white and purple color scheme. One difference between these, this spike on the hennisianum is much thinner. It's maybe like 1 millimeter wide, 1.5 millimeters wide. Whereas this one is 2.5, 3, maybe more millimeters wide, and so quite a bit larger. And the colossum is truly what they say is erect. It stands up on its own, doesn't need to be staked. Whereas, you know, this, it was like drooping over, so we had to kind of hastily stake it up, and it's fallen over. Anyway. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed the Paphiopedilum hennisianum. If you can get your hands on one or another one that's named Hennis, that'd be great. Grow a lot of orchids. Yay, orchids. Have a good one. We'll see you back here at Pilar soon.